Welcome to Let's Calculate Something. Today we're going to do a little bit of algebra, and we're going to try to figure out whether these two segments create a right angle between the two of them, where they intersect. And so what we're going to do is we're going to use the distance formula for that, and we're going to use a little bit of geometry, and we're going to prove that this is a right angle by using Pythagorean Theorem to prove that the square of this distance and the square of this distance equals the square of the hypotenuse of this triangle formed by these three segments. In order to do that, we need to know the distance between these points. And so we'll calculate the distance between all the points, then we'll test it with the Pythagorean theorem and see if we have indeed a right angle. Okay? So let's start by figuring out the distance between points A and C. So using the distance formula, the distance of AC is going to equal the square root of the y point minus the other y point. So we're going to use minus 1 minus 3. And it doesn't matter what order you pick. Whoops. Minus 1 minus 3. And that'll be squared. Plus the distance between the x's, which will be minus 1 minus 1. Squared. Okay? As long as you stay consistent in the order of the points, you'll be fine. So this is going to equal the square root of minus 1 minus 3, which is minus 4 squared, plus minus 1 minus 1, which is minus 2 squared. Okay? And that equals the square root of 16 plus 4, and that is the square root of 20. Okay, so we're going to hold that value. We'll just remember that AC equals the square root of 20. We won't simplify it, we'll just leave it there. Okay, now let's work on CB. So CB equals the square root of 3 minus 0, working on the y first, minus 1 minus 2. Okay, and that's squared. And that equals the square root of 9 plus this, so 9 squared, so 3 squared is 9, sorry, and then 1 minus 2 is minus 1 squared, and that equals the square root of 10. All right, so CD equals the square root of 10. Now we have to find the distance between AB. Using the distance formula again, let's subtract the y's. We're going to use minus 1 minus 0 squared plus minus 1 minus 2 squared equals the square root of 1. This is 1 squared plus this is 3. Actually minus 3 squared, and that equals the square root of 10. So AB equals the square root of 10. So we have now all the lengths of all three of these. We have the square root of 20 here, we have the square root of 10 here, and we have the square root of 10 here. Okay, so now let's take the Pythagorean theorem. The Pythagorean theorem says that the square of this AB plus CB equals AC, and it's squared, AC squared. Okay? So let's just plug in. If we take AB, the square root of 10, and square it, we have 10. We take CB, which is the square root of 10, we square it, we have 10. Take AC, which is the square root of 20, and we square it, we have 20. So 20 equals 20. Oops, not 12. 20 equals 20. And therefore, we have our answer. These are the same. That means this has to be a right triangle. And so we have it has to be a right triangle. That means that has to be a right angle. So our answer is yes. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to our channel. Click the notification bell. We're putting up videos all the time. We're even adding some 3D printing videos, which are quite interesting. And if you can leave us a comment and a like, we'd really appreciate it. And we'll see you on the next video.